Good morning. So hey, thanks for the thumbs up. I got an email. I saw it this morning. It apparently came in at about 3. I'll make it the thumbnail of this video. But I'll have to do that later. But yeah. So I got a notification that Quora had banned me from Quora moderator after years, literally years on Quora. Just recently getting the Quora partnership thing. They decided to go ahead and ban me, and I got no or understanding of why. I could take some guesses. That's really not helpful. They have a be nice, be courteous policy, and yet the Morons, they are very, very, very rude. I read through again, just to clarify for myself, Quora's policies and their stance on things, and they even give an example in their policy. If someone says, "Is it okay, or do you have to go to church on Easter?" That's like the example question they give, and they give an example bad answer, and that example bad answer on Quora's policy is, "There is no God, and celebrating meaningless holidays is stupid." And that's like something along those lines. It's not a perfect quote, but basically that. They said that violates their policy. Every answer, every single question that I asked that had anything at all to do with God, morality, or anything, those are the answers that I got. And somehow I'm the one that got banned. So I was invited to do the Quora partnership and start making money for questions that I asked. And at first I was like, my goal is 25 cents. And it took about to work up to that. But then what started happening just in the last couple of days is it was about 60, 70 cents a day because the questions had built up. I had asked a total of 116 questions. And I had hundreds and hundreds of answers, comments, all immediately deleted. You can still see my profile, and all my questions still benefit Quora's website. They don't take those down. They just take your comments and your answers down. So all the rate revenue for them, they keep. That's their intellectual property, I guess. Then they take away all your. My suspicion is that I was banned for proselytizing. Somebody asked the question, and I answered it last night, and I'm just very suspicious about this one. They said, "What are 3 definite ways I can prolong my life?" And I gave them 1, 2, and 3. The ABCs of salvation. That's what I did. So I'm wondering if that has something to do with it. I don't cuss. So I didn't cuss anybody out. I didn't tell anybody to eat feces and jump off a bridge. I don't talk like that. It's not even what I want for anybody. So it's not even a question in my mind. Oh, did I threaten somebody in some kind of way? No, not at all. There was one comment that I had made on Quora, and then I removed it because I was like, yeah, it's not nice, and it's really not helpful either. So let me go ahead and remove it. And that was a couple of weeks ago. And again, I removed it. So anyway, I had as of last night or whatever, before the update, I was at almost $2. Oh yeah, you're gonna. I mean, yeah, it's not a big deal. The thing is, if you add 10 questions a day 10, 15, 20 questions a day, and you start making, $2 a day, $5 a day, $10 a day, well, that starts to add up, and that was what was definitely possible and provably done by others. And I was just trying to do a little something. So anyway, I sent him a little message. Would you like to appeal this? So I sent him a little message, but I'm pretty sure that's over. So people are like, yeah, it's a blessing. It's a blessing. Because, that was time that you were spending that you could otherwise spend on something else. Yeah, well, I need $800 a month extra very quickly. So call it whatever you want. No, I don't think that was going to work as quickly as I needed it to. Do I think it's possible? It's one of those things. Other people have done it. However, I'm not willing to do just anything that other people have done necessarily. So there's rocks hitting my windshield, which is always nerve-wracking. I like rocks. Anyway, so that money's probably gone. All my comments probably deleted forever. There's no chance that they would restore those. I guess it's not really important. It was fun. I mean, it was fun. What was fun was just being able to get almost immediate feedback and answers to questions that I had true curiosities about. And the questions are still there, so there's that. I just can't do anything at all. I can't even browse Quora. I'm banned from the whole website because you have to be logged in to view most of what's on that website, and you can't go browsing on Quora unless you have an account. So, there's the whole make another account thing, but obviously wouldn't be the same in regards to the partner program and all that stuff. So anyway, that's kind of interesting. And the unknowns really annoy me. That likes unresolved or mystery. I mean, I'll watch a good mystery like Columbo or Poirot. That was a terrible Belgium accent. I mean, I'm not Belgium-ish. I don't know. Even now. Belgouche. I don't know what those guys are called. Belgiumese? Belgiumer? Belgium? I don't know. That's a really weird one. These people are losing their mind. People are so used to doing whatever they want. And I have curious. I mean, I like the website because I actually have genuine questions that only psychopaths can answer, because I'm no longer a psychopath. And it's interesting to see what they have to say. So questions like, well, I mean, I don't know what good their answers do me necessarily. I don't know what that insight actually results in, except in better forming my not arguments, but if I'm going to something and I can take into consideration the counter arguments before they're made. I feel like, just in the realm of debate, and making claims, and teaching, and all that stuff, if you can include the counter arguments, it saves some time and provides, I think, better clarity and value to the people that are watching and listening. So that, there is an educational benefit. But anyway, I guess I'm done crying in my hands over this just terrible loss. It's just so earth-shatteringly terrible. And the $2 that I had earned, it's all gone. It's all gone. Hey, two folks on Patreon could change all of that. I have a $1.11 tier, and yeah, I've got patreon.com/gospelbear until I get banned from that for reasons unknown. It's all kind of interesting. I think it has to do with the money, though. I don't think it would be the case if money wasn't involved. It's all about money. I don't know. If YouTube was both a free platform and had no monetization whatsoever, I don't know that Owen would have ever been banned, like in the ways that he was demonetized. Obviously, if there wasn't monetization, there wouldn't be demonetization, obviously, but in the other ways. Now, Twitter, though, on the other hand, might be the example for the exception of that, because as far as I know, there's no monetization in or through Twitter, which in that case, I really don't know how Twitter makes all of its money. I know that there's such a thing as ads, but maybe people pay. Maybe it's like Facebook and that people pay to run advertisements. I don't know. I never really did that much on Twitter. It's just I have an account and I say stuff every now and then. And apparently not enough to get banned, because I know that they're one of the more strict ones. But apparently Quora is too. Anyway. What are we? We're still here? 3 people. Well, good morning, everybody. I'm glad you're here. I don't really have too much else to say. There was something else I wanted to share. Something else. Oh, I posted a new video on Patreon regarding the getting Kombucha started. So I have started Kombucha, and also there's this little thing with Patreon that I can live stream little 60-second. They're either 30-second or 60-second. I think they're probably 30 seconds. Seem pretty short. But I can live stream these little quick clips and string them together, and then you can watch them all in succession. And I did a little short review of a birthday present I received called Bevel, I think. Pretty sure it's called Bevel. It's the safety razor blade. I don't know what the world. But anyway, it's a double-edged blade, and it's the first time I've actually ever used one like that. And the thing about Patreon, when you do that little live streaming 30-second deal and put them all together, I think that they only last 24 hours. and then they disappear. So that's kind of annoying and disappointing. It'd be really nice to have a Patreon type platform where you could live stream that had live streaming direct to it, not this convoluted way that you have to do it through YouTube or some service that's exotically expensive. Oh, it's only $70 a month. No, you guys are insane. It's fine for somebody that's making thousands, yes, but or even hundreds. So anyway, just another reason, I guess, maybe not, but those videos, I guess, are disappeared by now. I was going to live stream the kind of a unboxing and review of Bevel. However, it wasn't. My bathroom's tiny. There was literally no way to situate that little bathroom, and it's guess it's kind of weird anyway because it's hygiene. Here's the reason though. Here's the reason. Because not that I ever wanted to watch somebody shave, but I read comments on these different razor on Amazon and stuff like that. Read people's comments, but it's nice to see a live or real time. Let me use the word real time. A real time response, like, oh, I almost cut myself there, or oh, this is weird. Oh, this feels weird. Oh, it's really hard to not apply pressure. Like all these different comments and thoughts on a product you don't get in a product review. You just get kind of the analysis afterwards. You don't get the experience. And what does it smell? Did that cool down? Here's the other thing. My cord for my laptop, where it plugs in, the little piece that it's a MagSafe. I have a Microsoft Surface Pro from, I believe, the year 2011, and that's what I've been using to tether. Oh yeah, I did have another topic I want to talk about before I shut this off, because I'm trying to keep these live streams short. But anyway, my power cord, the piece that connects to the laptop, when I touch it, it's almost to the level of burning your skin. Almost that hot. That doesn't seem good or right or safe. And I didn't know if it was because of the battery being depleted and it was just trying to like kick into overgear to get things rolling. It seems to have cooled off a little bit. It's not like I'm not yanking my hand away. It's hot though. I mean, it is very hot. I'm like looking at my skin to make sure it's not melting. It's not though. No redness. So it's not that hot, but it's pretty hot. Not anyway. So I'm still wondering if I need to replace the cord, but I feel like the cord is more expensive than the worth of the laptop at this point, being over 8 years old. So I don't know. I bought it in 2012 though. I think I bought it in 2012. So with a Microsoft Surface Pro, that's what it is. The Pro. I mean, I wonder if a Chromebook could access YouTube.com and the live streaming and have a camera plugged in via USB, which is what I have, and also tether. I don't see why not. And those Chromebooks are typically pretty cheap, $200 or less, right? And they hold a really great battery life. So the Surface Pro is nice just because it's small stuff. But anyway, here's the other thing I want to talk about for anybody that knows. And I know there's only a couple of you here, so maybe you don't, but anybody that watches this video later too, is a new cell phone service called Vision. Vision, Vision. They seem to tick a lot of the boxes for what people are looking for. They operate on the Verizon network, and they offer a truly unlimited service. However, it's unlimited in quantity, which is fantastic. It's not unlimited in throughput and or bandwidth. They provide you with an unlimited up to 5 megabits per second service. And I was trying to do a little research about how much bandwidth is required to just simply do what I'm doing right now. And the numbers seemed to vary. Now, I think it was referring to 4K, which I obviously am not streaming in 4K at any point. I don't even think that this camera I think that this camera I have is a 720p. So based on what I was seeing, that would be anywhere from 2 megabits per second upwards to 7. So my curiosity is $40 a month. Oh yeah, by the way, $40 a month. Taxes included, no extra fees, all inclusive $40 a month. So what I'm currently paying for our phone service is just a tad under 40. However, they cap you off at 15 gigabytes of what's it called? Hotspot. So with this, it's unlimited hotspot. Unlimited. There's no data cap. It's only bandwidth cap of the 5 megabits per second. And that, especially if you were doing the RV thing, I mean, I don't think that you could stream Netflix off of that. 5 megs. I don't think you could. You'd be buffering the mess out, and you could never do like 4K off of that, obviously. So if you were doing the RV thing, the fact that it's unlimited would be excellent for work. For I don't know about video conferencing. I feel like that's a lower quality. You can do standard definition, and you'll probably be just fine. But this thing the company is called Vision, and it's interesting. So I'm not highly motivated, but and then $40 a month. Well, gosh, if you could use it supplementally, that would be kind of cool too. Just for hotspot only, that'd be pretty cool. I wonder if they have thought about that. Do like a reduced, like you just are purchasing hotspot abilities only for $25 instead of the $40 because you're not going to be using it for everything. That'd be kind of, that'd be really cool. A lot of people do that. If it was supplemental and not just replacement. Anyway, it was something I saw last night, kind of interesting. And yeah, this getting banned, it's interesting because it really doesn't feel good long term. Because the whole banning and stopping people from saying things like, "Hey, Jesus is the way." Oh no, this is This is outside of our order of be nice and be kind policy. Why? Because somebody said, how do they prolong their life? And I told them one of the ways that they could do that, even if it doesn't matter if it's opinion. I mean, why stop one person's opinion? If somebody says eating carrots and celery and fiber, those are the three reasons. And that's what somebody else says. If you don't believe that anything has meaning, and you're a nihilist, psychopath, sodomite, then there's no reason logically. There is a reason spiritually because you hate God, but there's no reason logically for you to ban somebody that says Jesus is the way to prolong your life, unless you hate God. And if that's your stance, you should definitely put that in your what is it called? Community guidelines. You know, Quora, Twitter, Facebook, they should all put in their community guidelines or whatever they call them that they hate God, and anybody that loves God is probably going to be banned. And they should just put it in writing. That would probably protect them more on a legal basis. But they don't want to reveal their secrets. No, that wouldn't be good. Got to keep it secret. Anyway, what are you gonna do? Huh? What are you gonna do? I don't know, guys. All right, so let me ask nicely, because sometimes you don't have because you don't ask. Please head over to patreon.com. I don't know what it looks like. I'm still learning how to do these things. Patreon.com/GOSPELBEARER means it's 12 letters. Interesting. Like the 12 disciples, gospel bearer. Just whatever. It's coincidence. So anyway, head over there and consider supporting me. And that what people say, please consider supporting me on patreon.com. It doesn't have to be that way. You know, it can be PayPal direct, paypal.me/DevinJump. You can do it that way. That's fine. But, oh yeah, this is live stream. So that's good. That means that, I don't have to spend hours uploading this video. When I wasn't, when I ran out of hotspot data, that was really annoying. I couldn't use my phone for like 3.5 hours. So it would take that long to upload the video. Anyway, it's whatever. It's whatever. All right, I might have a chance here to read some comments. We're at a stop sign and people are not going very quickly. So let me actually stop the vehicle. Can't roll and read. All right. Let's see. Yeah, mine's doesn't work very well from the cell phone, I've noticed. And then, Devin, what are your thoughts on the gospel? Nathaniel Slattery. What are my thoughts on the gospel? That's interesting. Thoughts on the gospel is that everybody needs it, and everybody needs it. Everybody needs it. The ones that have it need it. The ones that speak it need it. And everybody needs the good news every day, always and always and always. And we don't stop needing it. And it is life itself. The good news of Jesus is life. It is what makes life real. anyway, let's see. I believe that's it. Please do consider doing the Patreon thing. I'm probably going to rename the tiers because I was just being goofy, and people don't always like goofy. I was just being silly and goofy. So, one of the things that I'm going to be doing, I believe this weekend, is hand tool, like manual tool woodwork. I will be using saws and possibly my what are those things called? The gouges. I forget what the gouges are called. What's the other word for a gouge? The things that you do woodworking with. I don't know. I forget what they're called. But I'm going to be doing that this weekend. I'm going to be making a unique necklace stand for my wife. So I'll be sanding and doing a lot of work with that. So that'll be fun, and I'm going to kind of design my own. It's going to be my own little design. I'm still dreaming up the different shapes and to display what I need to do with the wood that I have, how I should situate the situation. Yeah, I have cedar, so even as I speak, I'm imagining different things that I could do. So I've been daydreaming about it for a little while now, and yeah. So we'll see. That's what I plan on doing this weekend, and I'll be putting that on Patreon. I'll live stream the woodworking, and for those of you that are interested in whittling or making small crafts, you might get some pointers and learn along with me, because I haven't done a whole lot in the realm of woodworking, but I'm an amateur. But that's okay, because I think that you can learn just as much from amateurs as you can from experts in some cases. So anyway, just as a, hey, this is going on. I'll also be updating the kombucha and its growth and development over the course of, the next month. I think it's probably going to take a month. It might take a month and a half, because I did just a ton. And I mixed blueberry, black tea, blueberry flavored black tea that was included with regular black tea. So our first batch is going to be kind of like not very much with the flavor situation. I don't know. We'll see. It's going to be interesting. And I'm going to taste it. Every couple of days, I'm going to keep on tasting it, because that's what they recommend to do. I'm excited to have the kombucha thing going. And yeah. So y'all have a great day. Definitely read your Bible. And let's see. Chisel. Yeah, there's routers too, but chisel is what I was thinking. Thank you, Mural Bear. Appreciate you. Yeah. Got some other ideas. We'll be chatting about these things. I'll see you guys later.